Okay, welcome back to Detective Grimoire, Chapter 2, A Deadly Disguise.
I have something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on the office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
A shipwreck? In a swamp? Does that make any sense? And why is there a cafe growing out of the side? Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Seriously, I'm not drinking that. The tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship. I think. Never really learned much about ships.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service. Well, kind of. You're a suspect too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find the swamp to be your greatest challenge.
So challenging about a swamp. You mean this murder case? I'm sure I can handle that logo challenge. So, what's he telling us?
What's so challenging about an old swamp?
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
Creature found Boggy when the treehouse was living in the swamp when was discovered.
The treehouse was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Ooh, that's...
Way lady.
Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by the explorers 60 years ago. Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
Yeah? Can I speak to him? Your job.
So, you sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
You just spoiled my fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well, how long is that?
I've worked in the swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington. We knew each other for a long time.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like... It looks... Well, I'll try some later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
Dog food was the reason Remini suddenly burst into flames. Rather than jobs, sold him some swantas, rolled of a bog dog, suddenly burst into flames. A bog. Left the cat. Many left after Harper sold him a bog dog.
Richard Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Hey, last night.
You're going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to? Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening. I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
I won't laugh.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in the trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Please file.
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with.
Map.
I can't help you with that one. Sorry.
What about this photo?
Why don't you show that to someone else?
What about this film footage?
You don't know everything, I'm afraid.
What about, this journal?
I can't help you with that one.
What about this flower book?
Why don't you show that to someone else?
What about this folder?
You don't know everything, I'm afraid.
What about fashion?
I can't help you with that one. Sorry.
What about these gloves?
Why don't you show that to someone else?
What about these?
You don't know everything, I'm afraid.
What about this dog?
It was Mr. Remington's favorite food. That strange green powder isn't supposed to be there.
What about this?
It's the most popular drink that I sell. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my stocks recently.
Oh,
I was told Remington left the cafe looking ill last night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
I think the green.
A bog dog he ate at the cafe gave him food poisoning.
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned by me?
You left the food stocks outside the store. I proof that it was you. The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
The storeroom was broken into with a lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Yes, it does. Oh, I gotta go to the profiles. That's sweet.
I don't know very much
You don't
about
know
them.
much about you?
You have a lot of suspects on that list.
Uh-huh.
I don't know
You
what
don't
to
know
say.
about Bobby? What about this?
I don't know very much about
You know
them.
nothing about Lady?
You have a lot of suspects on that list.
What about him? What about Boggy?
Your prime suspect, am I correct?
Well, technically, but I'm not even sure he's real.
Don't worry about that. Real or not, the creature's the most important part of this mystery.
Which one? The cartoon character or the real creature?
Exactly.
Okay. What about Remy?
He was a friend for many years. If you have any questions about him or his belongings, I may be able to help you.
Okay. Popular drink of the cat and Boggy's bog. Its appearance is strange liquid slime. Harper says a lot of swamp juices disappeared from the stock recently. Okay, I'm gonna go... It's Sally. It's not where I wanted to go, but I will talk to her.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Oh no, I only just arrived. I know, I was in a...
Did you miss me?
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your head I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
So this is Sally from the other games. Looks a lot different.
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask how I ended up here.
I'll save that question for a different day. You don't seem at home here, exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
I asked your job, didn't I? So...
When you have a moment free from your busy schedule, I need to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift shop?
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them. I don't want them back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
Pair of Sally's black leggings. Sally said somebody played a joke on her. They covered them in strange liquid. Sally said these leggings in her bag are left in the swamp. Definitely the ones they used with the costume. Okay, boggy costume.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You've never seen me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, you don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Well, you're right. I always wear these.
Present a clue.
I have no idea what that is.
What about this map?
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
Photo?
This was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
In water.
Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now.
About this?
I have no idea what that is.
About this flower?
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
About this?
Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now.
About this?
I have no idea what that is.
About this?
Where are you keeping all this stuff? In your pockets?
What about this?
I can draw way better than that.
Can you show me?
There's no time. Maybe in the sequel. Is that one of your clues? It's nice. You can put it away now.
Ask her about the black legs.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them.
What about this?
I have no idea what that is.
What about this?
Her. I don't know why she still works here, to be honest. One murder is one murder too many.
I really don't know what to tell you.
Well, Bobby.
Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
They're Hubbard.
Is that your new friend? Sweet.
What about Lady?
I really don't know what to tell you.
What about Folder?
Is that one of the other suspects? They're more suspicious than me. Let's agree on that.
What about Boggy?
I think the cartoon character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
What about Mr. Remy?
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
I know.
I know.
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look. A Boggy's Bug mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas. A brightly colored Boggy. Is there something behind them? What on earth? This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all. It's some kind of roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside. 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. It's a photo of the swamp entrance. Or there's really no way to tell, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that's my mask. Headpiece from a homemade Boggy costume. Found hidden amongst the Boggy hats in a gift shop. It has the unusual lining with red swirly pattern. The Boggy's piece ripped from the... Yeah, it's part of the curtains. Okay, so that's where I actually wanted to go. I wanted to go... I don't remember where she was. I wanted to go to the treehouse. And...
I found these designs for a Boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed
They're
where
bad?
they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away. A pointless gift from some strange woman.
I want to do the liquid stuff.
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample of liquid into the
Yes,
cauldron,
yes.
then tap.
Yeah.
And now
Uh-huh.
we just. Got it! Now I know what that liquid. I'll write it down and. That looks pretty similar to last
Yep.
time. Let's see. First thing we then tap.
Uh-huh.
And now we just. Got it! Now I know. I'll write it down in my. This was the
Yep,
exact.
Sure is.
No,
thanks.
thank you.
Okay. Oh, this.
If you bring me something with liquid on it,
So you're gonna say the same thing.
you can put that away. I can't help you with it.
Headpiece.
No, thank you. If you bring me something,
Okay.
show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree. I'm not even sure who that is.
I've been looking into the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were living here, the swamp, when the explorer visited 60 years. You were the original founder of the tourist track. You created the myth of the swamp creatures.
You were already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
Page missing from the journal, and I think you know where it is. I need you to tell me if the journal's fake. I think you wrote something in the journal yourself.
There's a page missing from the journal. I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole
You
it?
took it from the journal when it was on display in the museum. I have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to. You stole it from him before he left the swamp.
You stole it from him before he left the swamp. And let's think about this one.
That was bad.
I've been looking.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you? What?
you were already living.
That
The one who. His.
you learned.
You wrote something in the journal yourself.
You took it from the journal while it was.
Oh, did
Yeah.
what?
Took it from the journal when it was on display. You stole it from.
I really have no idea. If I could see it, I might be able to make up my mind.
It doesn't belong in a museum. It belongs here with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then I'll show it to you.
Oh, it's a drawing.
Is this you?
Sure.
He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back.
There is something on the other side. So. Defeat.
What's this? Footprints.
The last page ripped out of the explorer's journal given to Weybridge by the explorer 60 years ago. The feature of a drawing of Lady Weybridge at age 20 years old. Also features a drawing of the Boggy's feet and footprints. He has 2 toes in the front and 1 in the back. This page proves the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy. Okay, thank you. Now I need to go to Museum. Talk to this guy. Boggy costume.
I found these designs for a Boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's... I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way anyone would believe... Nothing but foolishness.
Present a clue.
This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature.
Okay.
You're wasting your precious time, detective.
What?
I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again.
What about this hot dog?
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
What about this curtain?
You're wasting your precious time, detective.
What about this head?
I've never seen that before, and I never want to see it again.
What about these leggings?
I have no interest in something like that. Obviously.
This.
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
What about the missing page?
Is that the missing page of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Okay. I don't have any evidence that he...
There's a little door in the...
broke into the cafe yet. So, something is happening at the pad, which is me. Gift shop, crossroad, entrance, swamp top. Office. I get a key now.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
What? Okay. It's a gun.
An old hunting rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
Old-fashioned hunting rifle found. It's just... ink?
Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about Boggy. He was obsessed. An ink bottle was spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings. It's a letter Remington was writing, before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close. All due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured. What a tease. Vincent Vanderpeer's business card. There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back. It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF. And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea.
Is that a hint about the next game? Because in the other game there's a gold beetle. And it could be
Photos and paintings line the wall
flowers.
above the fireplace.
Photos and paintings line the walls above the fireplace.
But one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together, maybe it'll reveal a...
Okay. And this man's nose. Need of the blue. Needs this guy. That's him. That the rest of his hand. And there we go. This is a weird shaped photo.
This photograph, it's a young Remington. And some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
First Order of the Cryptozoology Hunters Headquarters, 1963. Group photo of a hunting club. A younger Remington stands among friends. They are all holding rifles. That's Remington, okay. Well, I could have made that guess. What's this?
I don't know what's in that jar, and I wish it wasn't in there. I'm gonna stop looking at it now.
Okay.
Hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing. No way. No way. Is this a werewolf? The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off.
Okay. What's this?
It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those three prongs. I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
Fireplace poker hidden in the rotating offices. 3 small prongs on the end. There's a small amount of dried blood on the tips of the prongs covered in a strange liquid slime. 3 prongs match up with the Remington's wound. Could this be the murder weapon?
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
Sally's face, Remington. Explains why. This proves that. Is historical evidence that shouldn't be the reason. The hunting photo. Historical evidence. Belongs to a secret society. Is interested that Richard Remington belonged in a secret society.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Well, I guess that was the end of chapter 3. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
You're wasting your precious time, Detective.
Oh, thank you.
You just spoiled my fun.